Good morning, Scituate. Today is Monday, September 15th. I'm Jamie Gilmore, Clerk of the Select Board, along with Town Administrator Jim Boudreau and School Committee Member Janice Lindblom. I'll turn it over to Jim and Janice in a moment, but a couple of updates to share with you. First, as always, there are several government meetings this week, including the Water Resources Commission and the Zoning Board of Appeals. For the complete list, along with the times and locations to visit, please go to situatema.gov for the calendar. Also, this Saturday, and very importantly, the 20th, it's the annual Halfway to St. Patrick's Day celebration. This event, which is held at the Scituate Beach Association, supports the Scituate West Cork Sister City Partnership. Swing by the association between 7 and 9 p.m. this Saturday for fun that includes a DJ, raffles, food, and drinks. Pre-event tickets are $25 or $35 at the door. Finally, enjoy this final week of summer. That's kind of hard to say. I don't even want to say it. Enjoy this final week of summer as fall starts next Monday. With that, I'll turn it over to our town administrator. Good morning, Jim Boudreau.
Morning, thank you. Good morning, Scituate. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful week. We're going to start, though, with our normal fall news that the Mass Department of Public Health has announced that mosquito samples have tested positive in Scituate for West Nile virus. The mosquito samples have tested positive in Norwell for Eastern equine encephalitis. You go to the town webpage, the Board of Health, or the state webpage, the Mass Department of Public Health, for more information on those two sicknesses and how you can help prevent them. We want to announce the Commission on Disabilities is having their annual accessibility event on Saturday, October 18th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Scituate High School Gymnasium. This is for residents, caregivers, friends, and families. It's organized by the Scituate, Hingham, and Norwell Commission on Disabilities. It's always a great event. Thanks to the Commission on Disabilities for hosting this, and I hope people can make it on the 18th. DPW update, crews are mobilizing equipment to 91 Surfside Road to make repairs to the revetment stone at the end of the berm. Work is expected to last into early October. Crews will also begin mobilizing to Seaside Road to make repairs to the existing seawall and revetment stone work beginning this week. Residents on Standish Road and Seaside Road are asked to not park on the roadway to allow room for trucks and equipment. Work is expected to be completed on the second project by November. Both of these projects are partially funded by FEMA. Work continues to progress on the Oceanside Drive seawall replacement project. That project is expected to be completed early next year. Fall flushing for the water department continues this week. The water department crews will be flushing from the rotary down the Driftway to First Parish Road. Once they've completed that, they'll come back and start flushing on the side streets off First Parish. Flushing is scheduled to start after school bus runs have been completed, so not to interfere with the school bus runs. Residents in these areas can be expected to have some interruption of water service and may experience discolored water. It's recommended to flush outside taps. If that happens, we do have signs up, and we'll be posting this on our website and Facebook page. Soil infrastructure project, the in-place lining continues. This week, we expect the soil contractor to be in Wheeler Park Drive, Jericho Lane, Jericho Road, Scituate Ave, Hadley Road, and Gilson. Residents will expect some disruption with the construction vehicles being in the street. You will be notified if we need to ask you to stop using your water while your service is being worked on. Also, residents are asked to leave their toilet seats down as activity from the equipment in the road can cause back pressure and splashing in your toilet bowl. This work is necessary to replace these pipes, repair these pipes, and make our sewer system more resilient. The Dana-Farber mammography van will be in town on September 18th, 2025. They'll be at St. Luke's Episcopal Church at 465 First Parish Road, across the street from the town hall. If you're a woman aged 40 or older and would like to schedule an appointment, please contact the mammography van office at 617-632-1974. Pre-registration is required. National Grid has made excellent progress in the installation of the integrated communication network in Scituate to support their advanced metering infrastructure smart meter project. They began installing smart meters in the homes of business customers in Scituate. As part of their customer communications journey, they are now beginning to individually notify customers approximately 2 weeks in advance of their scheduled installation date to make them aware that they'll be installing a new smart meter. Smart meter installations will be supported by both internal National Grid personnel and a third-party vendor, Utility Partners of America. UPA is considered a leader in the installation of this technology and has been trained by National Grid personnel to perform the work. Two companies will work together to install all new devices across the National Grid's territory in Mass. For your reference, all UPA personnel will be clearly identified by a National Grid contractor badge. They will have their picture and their name. UPA vehicles will be clearly marked with the name and logo and a note that they are an authorized independent contractor for National Grid. For additional information, the smart meter webpage can be found at ngrid.com/smart meter. Finally, the Scituate Food Pantry continues to see need increasing. Their new list of most needed items: canned beets, canned spinach, Jello pudding and pudding cups, pickles and olives, microwave popcorn, canned sardines, canned salmon, canned clams, herbal and black teas, and canned beef stew. These can be dropped off at the food pantry during normal operating hours, and the bins behind the old gates. Scituate Library, Village Market, and Shaw's also collect for the food pantry. That's what I have for today. I hope everybody enjoys the nice weather.
Thank you, Jim. And now we'll get a school update with school committee member Janice Lindblom. Take it away, Janice.
Thank you, Jamie and Jim. Good morning. This past week in sports at the high school, Monday, the girls varsity field hockey team defeated Plymouth North High School 6-0. On Tuesday, the JV field hockey defeated Norwell 3-0, and girls and boys varsity soccer both had wins against Plymouth South High School, with the girls winning 2-1 and the boys 7-1. On Wednesday, there was a lot going on with the girls varsity field hockey beating Whitman Hanson 6-1. Girls and boys cross country beat Pembroke. The girls 28-27 and the boys 42-19. And the girls varsity volleyball beat North Quincy High School 3-1. And on Friday, we had the Super Bowl rematch of the boys varsity football against Duxbury, and the boys won 27-15. These lots of events happening this week also at the high school, and you can check the arbiterlive.com for the schedule. There are lots of clubs at the high school still. Kids can join. Just check the website for more information. All 4 elementary schools are hosting back to school night on the 17th. And the Spanish exchange students are heading back home this week. They've been here since a week ago Saturday. They're visiting the State House in Faneuil Hall today, then head to New York City tomorrow, and then head back to Spain on Thursday. Our students will head over there April 2026. And thank you to the host families for making this happen. And just want to point out that although the Scituate Public School website says under construction, it's still accessible for information on each school in the district. And you can also download the Parent Square app for updates and important announcements. Lastly, the Scituate School Committee would like to thank Mr. Burkhead for his leadership of our district through the COVID-19 pandemic, numerous capital and operational improvements, and laying the foundation for future academic success for students, upon which we are excited to continue to build. Mr. Burkhead's retirement also coincides with a planned medical leave for a surgery, which will allow the school committee to appoint an interim superintendent at our meeting tomorrow, September 16th at 6 p.m., and ensure a smooth leadership transition. The school committee will begin a search for a new superintendent in the upcoming months. Thank you, everyone, and have a great week.